Our topic is the Antebellum education reform. Before 1800, the schools were far apart, which meant people had little to no access. There was no set system in place for how the teachers should run their classes. The teachers were not qualified to teach, and blacks were excluded and not allowed in school. So why did this change? The government realized that America needed a system for education and that students had a right to learn. They saw that these kids were going to help grow America. One person who aided in the reform was Horace Mann. He understood that there needed to be an increase in elementary schooling and an improvement in the quality of instruction. He was able to create policies because he was a Secretary of Education. Another influential person was Catherine Beecher. She worked to include women both in learning and in teaching by founding academies for women. By 1850, most teachers were women. Horace Mann came up with new policies that are still standing today. By lengthening the school year and establishing better teaching standards, he was able to improve the students' experience with education. Through these new adjustments, new social values became standards, such as order, discipline, respect, and punctuality. It also led to a more educated workforce as well as well-educated women. One issue that education changed was women's suffrage. By making women teachers, the society saw that women were capable people. Another change that occurred was the rise of the middle class. By educating the common people, those people could attain better jobs that required an education. The education reforms were also affected by women's suffrage movement. The government saw that women needed to be educated, so they made reforms so that women could learn. Urbanization was also a cause of the education reforms. Because people lived closer together, they had better access to the schools. With urbanization came new jobs that required a higher education, and so began the reforms. And that is everything you need to know about the Antebellum education reform.